Welcome to Spiritual Awakening family. Salamat Jalwa. We are pleased to inform you that there is a strategy that we, the Galactic Federation, have implemented quite successfully. The Cabal, arrogantly believing that no one could defeat them and unwilling or unable to change how they operate, has been hanging on to power with all their might. This is changing, although they now realize that they are losing their stranglehold on Earth's citizenry. They stubbornly choose to fight to the bitter end. While this is a position difficult for most lightworkers to comprehend, remember that it is in the Cabal's epigenetic nature to rule at all costs. For generations their dominance has been undisputed. No one of significance challenged them. Anyone who did was merely laughed at. The Cabal, especially its Western faction, wants this reality to remain firmly in place. Thankfully, your 3D reality evolving and growing effectively energetic. Change is inevitable. As consciousness grows, it is becoming more and more dynamic. This has opened portals by which our team's strategy can infiltrate or fill in the holes created by Gaia's increase in frequency and the decrease in her magnetic and gravitational fields. We have given you a model of how the Earth is transforming from bipolar to monopolar environment. The bipolar ecosystem imprisons you in limited consciousness. The monopolar system will hold your new unity consciousness in place. This process is being quickened by events observed by climatologists and geologists alike. Your planet's entire magnetic and gravitic fields are shifting. This means that the currents and the aurora borealis, northern lights, are migrating southward, covering the surface of Earth. Your geologists have measured the northern magnetic field's migration all the way to the equator. The aurora australis, southern lights, are moving inward at the South Pole. Scientists don't know what to make of these roaming magnetic fields because they persist in believing that the Earth is solid. The change in magnetic fields is in turn affecting Earth's ocean currents, which allow winter to move farther south. This is the prime reason for the many erratic weather conditions around the world. The North Atlantic current is not acting in a normal manner, resulting in weather extremes, colder winters and hotter summers, across the globe. The Pacific currents, likewise, are exhibiting erratic weather cycles. The Japanese and the Humboldt currents no longer flow the way they have for centuries. This is proving most confusing to your scientists. Change in density creates a new reality that, like a giant pincushion, is producing holes in the space-time fabric. 3D reality. As gravity becomes irregular, so, too, does our atmosphere. As space-time shifts, it creates new realities. They are the pincushion effect to which we are referring and produce differences in what is occurring in gravity and magnetic fields. This strategy is further vetted by ascension symptoms that the head, heart and throat and many other parts of your physical body. In effect, lower chakras are beginning to interact with higher chakras. This is enhanced by changes in frequency developing within your current reality. We possess a dynamic that is changing every detail. As consciousness grows, the chakras are becoming more active and more of you are waking up. In the process, you begin to question the status quo and seek the greater meaning of life. As you change your minds about how you react to each other, a network is created of people here to find the truth. You are evolving in a direction that the Cabal has tried to avert but no longer can. The number of those awakened no longer holds in place the old reality, which was based on war, greed and competition. People's hearts want peace, abundance for all and cooperation. Victory is assured. Greetings, we are your ascended masters. We come during this divine season to talk to you about grace. As noted in an earlier message, grace is about respect. It is a time when two people make the effort to introduce each other's souls to one another in a spirit of kindness. It is a moment when one lives in alignment with our Creator's divine plan, rather than within the struggles of illusion. By the grace of God, it is important at all times to work beneath the sanction of divine grace, as its purpose is to align your desires with the flow of the divine. Moreover, At this time, a continuous series of special blessings is showering your planet in acknowledgement of this most distinguished occasion. It is natural for heaven to use this holy time to explain the extent of the special sacrifice of Yeshua, Jesus, the Christ. A towering soul essence was released at his resurrection. It is this special time in which we celebrate the prodigious number of heavenly blessings bestowed upon both the great illuminated light of the Christ and upon those disciples who followed and sustained this utmost sacrifice. As we realign with the truth of who we truly are, we are all becoming Christed expressions of our Creator. What makes Yeshua's teachings special is the unique level of consciousness his soul illuminated in that particular life. It is important at all times to work within the sanction of divine grace, as its purpose is to align your desires with the flow of the divine. We are all developing Christ consciousness. As we look back and examine the lives of our fellow masters, none can fully duplicate the meaning of Christ's sacrifice to humanity. It has given us all a distinctive light and blueprint that is one of the vehicles that enables us to raise consciousness. We are most blessed by those who follow in the steps and ways of that great Christed light. At this time, we honor the effect that that glorious light has had on us and, ultimately, on the world. For that reason, we hold this as a very special time in our hearts. In commemoration of this hallowed time, two among us, Count Saint Germain and Kuan Yin, for a 24-hour period each year, shut down our World Trust activities to celebrate all that this season truly means to your ascension process. As we previously noted, this light allows us to bring out into the open the great lights and the victories that now ready to be revealed. Your growth in consciousness, connected to the light, is now ready to manifest a glorious victory for all souls trapped in the darkness that once controlled this globe. Thus, we ask that the collective energy of this blessed season be used to lift up your individual and collective consciousness. As you are prepared, embrace the light of higher consciousness and use it to help elevate the whole of humanity. Easter is a time to honor the meaning of the Christ light and the way it is bringing in the new dawn of consciousness to the people on this planet and to all residing in the Milky Way galaxy. In this most sacred season, we honor both the past sacrifices of this one great light and the growth of consciousness that is hovering on the brink of an unprecedented global awakening. Today, we carried on with our discussion about your reality and how it is being transformed. Everywhere, your world is experiencing the chaos that is a constituent of your present reality's demise. Understandably, you are frustrated and you wonder when and how this turmoil is to end. We are working with heaven and our earth allies to get this hugely complex operation done in a divine and timely manner. Know, dear ones, in your heart of hearts, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Salamat Gajan, Salamat Syrian for B1. And be enjoy. I hope you like the video. Welcome to your channel. Don't forget to check out the other uploads.